Hi guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to Vlogtober day 29. Oh my gosh, it's getting so close to Halloween. I'm both happy and unhappy about this situation. I don't know how to feel. I don't know. Anyway, the anxiety. It's a good anxiety. So, like I said, I'm happy because, you know, it's my time of the year, man. But at the same time, I don't want it to end. I talk to you guys almost every day, except for when I have my little lulls. So, I mean, it isn't like, oh, the vlog time's over, so our daily chats are over. Most of the time, I talk to you every day, but it's different. It's different without the Halloweeniness, I guess. But you know what? It's okay. I'm Halloweeny an awful lot, I know. So a quick rundown of my day, because guess what? This is definitely starting out to be like a relaxication. Not a lot has happened. Maverick had his doctor's appointment this morning. His itchiness that I've been concerned about is just, I mean, it's, when I say it's just, it sucks, but it's contact dermatitis. So it is just something in the yard making him itchy, we think. If you look at like eye level in the yard, there are like, you know, the gnats and things that are flying kind of above grass level and such. Even like now that it's chillier, they haven't quite died off or like migrated or left or whatever little gnat things do. So, I mean, it's a very good chance it's like something like that. Could be like weeds, or he could just be allergic to, you know, grass or pollen on the grass. It could be anything like that. I know, there's not much better that I can like wash our things in, because I have such sensitive skin with laundry detergent that I already use like a really, detergent, I was gonna say detergent free, a really like, additive free detergent. So I don't think it's anything like with his bedding being washed in or anything like that. Plus, he doesn't seem, I have tried to watch, like, oh, does he lay on his bedding and itch more, or, you know, like and I don't think it's anything like that. He just seems to be itchy, like, so and he goes outside, obviously, regularly, so I think it's probably something outside. We talked to the vet about his like eye boogies and his watery eyes and stuff. She says that, we're giving him the right dosage, that I'm giving him the right dosage of, allergy pills, and that his eyes are like, even though I'm like worry mom and thinking like, oh, you know, is there something better to do, that like David and the doctor both pointed out that his eyes are much better now than they were before I started giving him the allergy pills. So like improvement is made, even though I want it to be just cleared up and done, that, you know, he's being taken care of, basically. So that makes me feel better, I guess. He got his nails trimmed. He is so sleepy right now. Like, this medicine usually doesn't last quite this long, but I'm guessing maybe with a mixture of the flea and tick medicine, or the heartworm, I keep saying flea and tick, the heartworm medicine that he had yesterday. I'm guessing that's kind of added to his sleepiness, because he just wants to be a big cuddle monster. He's up in bed again because he just wanted to go to bed. Like, I was sitting in the living room on the couch with him out here, and he just like rolled up into a little bagel, and he like shoved his nose under my leg the best that he could so it could stay like warmest, and he just like cuddled, basically. Like, that's all he wants to do, is just cuddle and sleep. I feel so bad. He's so drowsy. I mean, he's already more awake than he was earlier. So, I mean, there's no alarm. He's not like just constantly like knocked out, but it is kind of comical still. Like, as long as he pulls out fully, we'll be okay. And I don't think there's any danger that he won't. So like I would not, you guys know me by now, I would not be sitting here like laughing about it if I thought there was any danger to him. It's just comical at the moment. Yeah, if I thought there was any danger, oh my God, I'm already like, no, my little man's gonna be just fine. So yeah, he's, okay. He's got some shots coming up, in a month or two that he's gonna have to have, just regular shots, like nothing out of the ordinary or anything. We went out and had dinner again. We do that a lot. Like not necessarily any like fancy meals or anything like that, but like, we do that a lot just because if you haven't noticed by me talking like throughout the month, when we're on our schedules, we hardly see each other except for in passing, like hardly at all. So it is kind of nice to just, like usually David makes food for himself. I'm at work. I make food for myself and, occasionally like myself and Maverick, or at the very least, Maverick gets scraps from both of us. But I often cook for me and Maverick. But the doctor did say he's lost 5 pounds. So, I mean, good on him. Good job, Maverick. Yeah, but I mean, so I know it's like a lot, like, oh, we went out to eat, but like, we normally don't even see each other. So it is nice to like go out and sit down and, actually see each other and relax out somewhere, because we make up for like all of the time that we're not on vacation, that we don't get to, even see each other basically. So I mean, like even my last concert here, he didn't even get to go to that. So, so this was nice. And then we played Warcraft together again, and, I'm getting closer to getting my Halloween stuff. Like I've gotten most of it. I'm pretty excited about that. I am trying to fit that and my movie marquee stuff in together, which I am just making a cat mat again. I mean, I know I haven't updated you guys on it or anything because I had so much going on with work and my feet and everything at the beginning of the month. And at the end of the month, it's like a big, like, losing my mind over Halloween and rushing to get stuff done. So, I mean, I already know I said it would be a busy month and it was probably going to be a cat mat. That's what it is again. But and even in its small stature, I am rushing to get that done. So... yeah, so the cat mat is in process of being made right now. Along with the squares, it's like I've been so busy, like just committing to making the couple of squares a night has been almost like challenging. Like I've done it, obviously I've gotten it done, but I feel like I haven't gotten much of anything else done. And it's crazy for me. This vacation was meant to be much more crocheting time than that. It will be. Sorry, I had like dry skin that was driving me nuts. It will be more than that. I just need to get this movie marquee thing done in, a couple days, and then maybe I can relax a little bit with the I have to's and do what I want to's. Then trying to think if there's anything else before we talk yarn. Like regular yarn, not just what I have to get done yarn. Then, I can't think of the name of it, but when I get done here too, I want to look it up. One of my favorite directors, and there is mixed opinions on him, I'm aware, because I know his taste is not for everyone. So I don't know what your opinion is or not, but I really love M. Night Shyamalan. Not to be confused with the second M. Night Shyamalan, which was his daughter. I've only seen one, because she's only, to my knowledge, had one major project, which was, I can't think of the name of it, but it was this recent movie about the fairies. And it was a horror movie and all. And I watched it because M. Night Shyamalan, I thought it was her father. And like, it's great. She's getting and branching out into like now the family business and all, but it wasn't him. Like as I was watching it, even because I am a big fan of M. Night Shyamalan, and as I was watching it, you know, like I drug David to go see it. I may have mentioned this to you guys. I can't remember for sure, but as I was watching it, and we were watching it, he does not like M. Night Shyamalan. Just he humors me and he'll go with me. And so he's sitting there like, and I'm watching it, and I was like, so I'd lean over and I'd be like, this doesn't seem like his regular movie. What's going on? And of course, you know, David's reaction is like, he always sucks. I don't know, you know, like that was, I'm sure, what he was thinking. He's just like, so I had to look it up later, and I realized that it was a different member of the family. And I know Dad helped with her editing or whatever, producing, whatever it was, but it was her production. It was her baby. And it just didn't have the same feel to me. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't know if you're fans. I don't know if you're fans of the movie or the father or the daughter, what your opinions are. Maybe yours differ from me, but to me, it wasn't really that same feel anyway. And that's how I discovered there is a second M. Night Shyamalan. But digressing, I'm a big fan of the original, the dad. And there is I don't want to say made for TV movie. That sounds so bad, but and I can't remember, this is why I have to look it up. I don't remember if it's going to be on like HBO Max or Paramount Plus. I should have looked it up before, but I didn't expect to just go off on this tangent. But that's what I'm hopefully going to be watching tonight. But M. Night Shyamalan made I don't even remember honestly if it's a movie or a miniseries, but or a TV show, come to think of it. I don't think it's a TV show. If anything, it would be a miniseries, but I think it's a movie. Seems very him, right? Anyway, I'm not selling this very well, I know. But it's skipping the theaters and everything, is going straight to streaming. And I just realized that was out like October 13th or something like that. So I want to catch up on that because I'm pretty excited. Provided, of course, that I have one of the streaming places it's on. That'll be the kicker. Guess what? It's the one I don't have. It's like MGM Plus or something. Like that's why I can't watch the second season of From, because I don't have MGM Plus. I have not sprung for it. But hopefully that'll be my scary watch for the night. I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, so that's been my day in a nutshell. We have, and David told me when I woke up today that he made appointments for both of us tomorrow, for our cars. Nothing exciting. His needed an oil change, but he made an appointment for me at the same time so I can go sit with him basically and work on my crochet if I want or whatever. I believe I've told you guys about Lemon, my car, whose name is Lemon, who decided one day to just start. It started with, like, say the CD would be playing in the CD player, and all of a sudden this horrible static would come across, just, and I would freak out for a brief second, which is very bad when you're going down the road. And I thought it was limited to just the CD player. Like the CD would stop playing, or so I thought. And I would have to, it wouldn't start up again until I started the car, like till the car flat out turned off, key removed and everything, and then started again. So eventually, to bypass that, I started, my car would also has where it reads the little SD cards. So I put a little SD card in there. That started doing it eventually too. So I was like, okay. Third option is the radio. So I got a Bluetooth transmitter and just listened to Spotify on my Bluetooth transmitter on the radio. And that worked for quite a while. And then suddenly it started doing it from the radio even. So, okay. And that got really bad for quite a while, though. It would do where I could just turn the car. I mean, that was when I was taking Nate home all the time. And I would just stop on like an old country road type of situation, turn the car off. And to get my car to fully turn off, I have to take the key out and open the door so all the lights turn off, right? So, old country road, middle of the night, key out, door open, me freaking out. I slam the door shut, hit lock really quick because I'm paranoid, and then, turn the key back on, hope the radio works, and get going again. But eventually it would just, like, I have a video recording. I recorded it so that because constantly if I take Lemon in for anything, transmission feels like it's jumping or, something, constantly the guys down at the shop will be like, well, I can't recreate it. So, there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I got you this time. I had went to go visit Seth one day at work, and I just started recording with my phone. I just recorded like my point of view out the dashboard because at this point I couldn't listen to the radio anymore. I couldn't do anything. But if you turned on like the CD player, it would still bring up the name. Like there's currently an Ed Sheeran CD in there. So it would say like Ed Sheeran, and it would be playing the numbers as though the CD were playing and no sound was coming out. Or you could change it to a radio station and it would be like, 98.4 or whatever. I don't think that's a radio station here, but whatever it is, and it would look like it was playing and no sound would come out, no matter what the volume was on, nothing. Just silence. But then, no matter what it was set on, at absolute random times, sitting still, driving, it didn't matter, you would just hear crackling. And sometimes it would be crazy loud, which in the case of this video, and I mean, it went on and on and on and on. And this day that I recorded it, I turned the key off, I opened the door, and it was still it was going and going. So I said, imagine this car sitting at my house in my driveway, totally nobody in it, not turned on, and it's just crackling and crackling and crackling. So, yeah. And it had done that a few times, and then finally went silent. So I thought, like, okay, it sucks and there's obviously a problem, but like I didn't have the money to go have that fixed right now. Because me being me, like I just assumed it would cost a lot. So I never went to have it fixed. Plus that's when everything's been going on with like my feet and everything else. The stereo was least of my problems. I drive like 5 minutes to work from here, and I drive like 5 minutes to the store. I wasn't driving Nate home or anything like that, so I wasn't driving long distances. I put no thought into, anything. It wasn't like I was driving very far anywhere. So the radio coming on wasn't, scaring me at high speeds anywhere. So it may not have been the safest situation, but it certainly wasn't the most dangerous situation. It was not a high priority to me. So time just went by, and I was getting used to the fact that I had no radio, no nothing. Like I couldn't get anything to come through my speakers at all. And we went to that Fozzy concert. Well, David couldn't go, remember? So we took Lemon. Nate and I took Lemon. And I had let Nate drive. And thank anybody that you want, anybody that's listening, because Nate knew about the problem because it did it. Lemon did it on the way home. And I mean, that I understand the seriousness of that, especially going fast. And, you know, I understand. I understand. So I had told David about it, and he was like, I didn't know it was doing that. Well, he forgot it was doing that because I had put it off for so long to do anything about. Is, you know, at one point he knew, but he forgot. But I think that scared him, that it did that. You know, it scared me too, but, you know, I get over things quicker or something, but it scared him, I think. So he made an appointment while we're both, that's the other thing too, is like, they're going to keep my car, I assume, at some point, and we don't even see each other. When is he going to take me to work? Or, you know, I may drive 5 minutes to work, but like, I'm lazy. And with my feet, I'm not going to walk to work, because that's, you know, a much longer like walk. And I say 5 minutes, it's not really 5 minutes, but it's a short trip, you know, it's much longer walking. And especially when it's been getting like rainy or cold, I'm not going to walk. I'm much too lazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Not to and from at night and everything. No. No, especially not with my feet. So, like 1 or 2 times might be one thing, but like if this place has kept my car before, and like, it's not 1 or 2 nights. So just put it that way. So like with somebody to drive me or something for like a week or so, it would be different, but not with nobody to know. So I was just waiting for, you know, more opportune time. But yeah, so he's off, I'm off. We're going to go down there, and they're going to take a look at it. And I guess he made it pretty clear, like, you know, we just want it like looked at to see what's going on. We can go from there, because unless it's something they can fix like right then. Like, it'd be really great if they were like, you're dumb, you've been driving around and you just had this, you know, this wire broke free or something. Like, that would be so awesome. I'm sure that's not the problem, but that would be amazing if it was. But yeah, fingers crossed that Lemon finally gets. It's not even the fact that I miss the music, it's the fact that I'm well aware that it's like a dangerous situation to be driving down the road and, you know, in the high volume, because it's not quiet and it's abrupt. You don't get a warning about it, you know. It's scary. I think I've gotten like numb to it, but yeah, I'm sure if it hadn't happened for a while, yeah, it's something I would much rather avoid. So we'll go from here. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. But that's that. Moving on, finally, right? Talk about the yarn, 20-some minutes in. These lovely squares that I've been making that I'm super excited about, I did finally lay them out on the bed to get an approximate of the size that I think I want. And I believe I would like the blanket to be, okay, I'll show you this, you know. So the squares, you know, if you haven't seen them, my diamond pattern, they're not all like this if you haven't been around. This is my scrappy Stranger Things project that I have going on here. They come in different, these were from yesterday. These are the dart squares, if you missed the dart square reveal yesterday. But I laid them out on the bed because I said I wanted it to at least cover like the top of the bed to be something like snuggly, right? I think I would like them to be at least 14 by 10, which, if my math is mathing me right, would be 140 squares. 31 days of Halloween, or of October, I've been making 2 squares each. Let's math that, would be 62. And then I added in a heather square, so that would be 64. So there's a lot more squares I need to do, you guys. A lot more. I have most definitely ran out of some of the yarns already, like, because I was making scrap with this. Like the ones I just showed you, this yellow is gone. In fact, I believe it was this square. I don't know if you can see in the light, But from here to here, just on this top row, this is actually a different color yellow that I had just found because I absolutely ran out of all this yellow. And so from that part is just a slightly different yellow. And I was like, it's good. It'll be fine. But yeah, and it is fine. I mean, unless you know it's there. I mean, me pointing it out, to me looking at it, I still can barely tell. And I know it's there. But some of these yarns I have definitely, I don't have enough of to, because I was going to say I could double that number. I could make 4 of each one. I was going to make the black and red squares, just like black here and red on the inside for like the Stranger Things, but that will make the blanket mostly black with just like a sprinkling of color. I can add more characters, and that's fine. I can. That'll probably be another month of making, if I make them, you know, a set a day. And then that's provided that I could get pretty creative, I suppose, with all the scraps that I have left, and that's really not a problem. But do I have another full months of characters? I could do different outfits for characters that I've already done. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Some of them I can fill in. Like, I mean, I'm not opposed to making some black and red ones. And I was already thinking about making some more Hawkins ones, because Hawkins is the one that I made using up some of these ends just in the middle of it with a brown square, if you remember that. Like, this bunch is almost gone. So I could definitely at least make enough to get rid of, like, say, this bunch. And I don't mind doing that, because then that's extras of those. I have more brown for sure. But yeah, what do you guys think? Because I don't want to make a smaller blanket. I'm really excited about the size. I don't mind making the size. I just don't know what to do to get us there. I know I don't want to do just a bunch of black and red squares, or even reversing them and doing some red and black. I don't want to do just red and black. Well, like I said, do I have a month's worth of other, like, I know that I left out, like, say, Nancy. I know that I left out Joyce. I know that I left out Bob. I shouldn't be telling you because I have 3 more to pull. Maybe they're in there. I'm just kidding. I know certain characters I left out. And I mean, I know I can come up with quite a few that maybe some of you guys don't even remember back with, because I mean, I'm well aware that I know basically the full run of characters, even minor characters, in the Stranger Things universe. Maybe more than I should, but I could probably come up with quite a few more, and maybe that's the best option, and then at least see where we are after I do more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that seem like the best option? Because considering, like I said, I could make more of some of them. Like, I probably have enough to make, I have a ton of this green, not a ton, but I mean, I have enough that I can make double the dart squares, but I don't have a lot of this. I could probably make 1 more dart square because I don't have a lot of this. If that were the case, I don't think I could make any more of the same Robin squares, which is fine, because I know Robin used the same. I have enough to make probably 1 more either family video square, or maybe I could make a family video square because it's all green, and I could make, like, these are Dustin's. I could make another gold Dustin square because it would have just that little bit of green in it, but then that's going to use my green. I could definitely crank out some more Steve squares, which that seems fair because I have 2 different hoppers and I only have 1 Steve. Or I could potentially, see if I made a family video, Steve, it would be probably this color. So I could just do more Scoops Ahoy Steves. I did 11, but this was season 1, 11. I could do other seasons of 11 because she definitely had different looks throughout different seasons. There's options, right? I don't know what to do. Help me, you guys. Help me. Help me. But let me know what you think. I think I could definitely come up with some more characters and or versions of characters. Because like I said, in these, I have, 2 different versions of Hopper for sure. Because I had Police Chief Hopper and Date Night Hopper. I don't remember if I had 2 different versions of anyone else. But I mean, Hopper. So I could probably do a different Will because I did Will the Wise specifically. So, and that was a pretty specific color palette with him, right? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. But I think the color I'm going to use to join is going to be that I have a variegated white and brown because that seems a very like 70s, 80s kind of color. And I have a lot of it. And I already know that it's a color I enjoy using to join because I've used it on a different blanket before. Because I have a lot of it. They're Karen Jumbos that I when they were clearancing out at Meijer, I bought all of them. Like I love this colorway. So yeah, I've used it before in a smaller blanket and I probably have like 5 of them left. So I've definitely got enough to join a bigger blanket and everything. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. But for now, let's finish up with the square that I did for today. And then I have 3 more left in there. So we'll finish today's square, talking about today's square, and then we'll join for tomorrow, or pick for tomorrow, not join. But today we have Scott Clark, which is one of my absolute favorite minor characters. And I did see that Randy agreed that I think Scott would be a gamer guy, which was the question I posed to you guys yesterday. I love that thought. I totally could see him, like if Eddie ever got tired of dungeon mastering and wanted to just play, they could bring in Mr. Scott, or Mr. Clark, I mean. Like, can you DM for us for a while? We'll let you be a member of the club, Anyway, so the picture that I found for him, because I've noticed a lot of what he wears, because he's a teacher, he's going to wear a lot of like white long sleeve shirts and, some like neutral color things. Like even in the picture I found, he's got like a brown tie. So but that's him, right? Even in the season 3 picture with Joyce and everything, he had a white shirt and probably just got out of school and went to go paint his miniatures and stuff. So, oh no, it was summer vacation. He dresses like a teacher even in the middle of summer. So, but that's him. But I found the one picture that you've seen where he's got this teal, like greenish bluish, this teal colored sweater. So that's the color I went with, which I hope the camera picks it up well. But it is looking quite blue. I mean, it is a bluish. It's Red Heart Super Saver and it's called Real Teal. But I thought it matched it pretty well. And then the brown from his tie. This annoyed me so bad because this was like the color that I wanted. It was, as soon as I saw the picture, I knew it. And I have a like big size scrap of this that I cannot find. Why it's not with my other scraps? Well, actually, I know why. I was going to say I don't know why. I do. It's because it's, I was trying to make a project and it's still together with that stuff, but I swore I knew where that project was. And I was like, I'm just going to frog that project. I'm not going to make it. Do you think I can find it? No. So I had one other skein of it. So this actually is from a new skein just to make this. So now I have the beginning of a floppy skein because of this. So, but I wanted it. Yeah. And like if I didn't say, the color's Real Teal. So It is meant to be that teal color. Like his vest might be a little more on the greenish side, but it's pretty comparable, and I definitely will think of him when I see it. And because I had to open the new skein, and because his sweater vest is the biggest part of him, like compared to the brown tie, I just did the second one in the same color. So we have 2 matching Scott Clarks. But yeah. So there we are with that one for today. That will go on the pile. The second pile is almost as tall as the first pile. So I'm about to have to start a third pile so they don't topple over. Actually, I won't need to. I've only got these 3 left. So we have 3 left to draw. Which one? This one. So the next square is going to be my girl Max, Mad Max. So we got Max over here. Most of you know and love Max. She's made quite an impression on my Stranger Summer make-alongs. People have made Max-inspired items, which I love because I absolutely adore Max. Can't wait to see what's in store for her in season 5. But so, and see, there's different versions of Max too. So I mean, you'll know by now which picture I find to do and draw some inspiration from. But we could do some different variations of Max to add to the numbers also. So, but for now, we're just gonna pick whichever one I had up there. But yeah. On that note, I am going to let you go, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with an update on Lemon, since that took so much of the explaining and the time from our chat today. But all right, I will talk to you guys soon. I love you. Bye.